Hey guys, so today is going to be a review video. Now I have not done one of these for far too long. First thing that has to be said though, please ignore my hair. I'm getting used to it being this short, and basically in England at the moment it's about 3 million degrees and there is just no taming it. Like, I just, look at this. I'm so sorry as well if you can hear the fan going. It is so hot, so I just needed a bit of air because it's ridiculous here at the moment. It's like 31 degrees in the middle of the night and it's England. So I think I'm gonna go ahead straight away and just put up my hair. So today I'm going to be doing a review, a little bit far behind on this, but this isn't the original product. Now I know that everybody went nuts obviously when, I think it was Nikki Tutorials did this video, and then it was just like a, you know, dominoes effect, everybody started doing it. But I think it's because they are just such interesting things, and I understand the concept, but I kind of really don't either. Like, who would have thought of making this? So these are both from the Brushworks. I will leave the links to these down below. I've noticed that they're doing their own little twist on the Silisponges. As you can see, these are different shapes. So I was sent 2 of these. I believe there's a couple more designs depending on just your preference. They're also a bit more prettier. This one's pink and this one's got like glitter running through it. This is the teardrop and this is the shaped, it's just called. They both say the ultimate miracle sponge, flawless blending, ultra hygienic, use less than half the amount of your regular liquid or cream. I'm going to test them out today. As you can see, I've got no foundation on, so I'm going to see how they apply, and I'm really nervous, but let's just get into it. Okay, so you're a little bit closer now. I've just gone ahead and put on my moisturizer and primer. So my favourite choices at the moment for those are Guerlain Meteorite Oxygen Care Moisturiser. This is amazing for underneath makeup. And then I've chosen the Marc Jacobs Coconut Face Primer because it just feels much lighter in summer. I don't know why, there's something about it in summer. I don't tend to wear it in winter, but it's really nice for summer. I don't know which design I want to try. Should I try the glittery one? Because I feel like everybody's done this one, but like the clear version. So I'm gonna try the different one with the glitter in it, and can't go wrong with glitter. So it comes really nicely. It comes with its own little Brushworks pouch, which I really like because I don't think the original one does that. It feels like a silicone implant. There's like, do I have to take this off? Hang on. The Miracle Sponge is a revolutionary new product that speeds up the daily makeup routine, giving flawless coverage. The sponge is coated in a unique ultra smooth layer which does not absorb your makeup. Ultra hygienic, easy to clean and long lasting. It's allergy free and non-sensitive. You no longer need to waste your valuable makeup. You can save more than half the amount compared to your regular brushes or sponges. The application method is really new, so it might take a little getting used to, but when you do, you won't be going back. Finish off your look can still be achieved with your regular beauty tools and blenders. And to clean it, simply rub with some warm soapy water. Direction for use: do not remove the outer film. Right, that's what I was wondering about, because I don't know if you guys can sort of see that, but it looks like it's in a little film that you may have to remove, but you don't. Use a small amount of your regular cream liquid product, apply directly to the sponge, and carefully blend in small circular motions or back and forth technique to spread your product. Use until it stops spreading. Tap repeatedly to blend as you would a regular blender sponge. The tapered shape is ideal to hard reach areas. Right, I'm glad I read that because I remember in some reviews some people were like, no, you have to wipe it, you have to tap it. So it's telling you to do everything. So you can circular motions or drag it to spread and then tap to blend. Right, well here we go. I'm really excited. So I'm going to be using my favourite foundation, the NARS Sheer Glow. Typically I will use 1 pump of this to create the most ideal look. So I'm going to still pump out 1 pump because I don't believe that it's not going to let me use less. So 1 pump. And if you guys are wondering, I'm in the shade Punjab, which is medium number 1. Okay guys, by the way, my mirror is right here if you can see, so I will try and keep my face straight, but I may need to look this way a bit. So here we go. Oh, I didn't apply it directly to the product. Sure, okay, I'm sorry guys, I'm doing it this way. Is that fine? Hopefully. Oh, I feel like that's too, oh. Oh yeah, excuse the blemishes because breakouts. First and foremost, as everyone says, feeling really weird. Not gonna lie, it does feel like, I'm sorry, the only thing I think of with this is like silicone implant. And I mean, I know it's not blended yet, but as you can see, serious lineage going on. Okay, so I'm trying circular, which I think is working a bit better. It's actually doing really well spreading the product. I did think it would be worse. Oh, can you see that under my eye? I don't think I can get to that with the sponge because it kind of like... Okay, so I think that's like spread out fairly well. Super liney, couldn't wear it like this, but now let's try the tapping motion. So this shape is, I mean, it's a little hard to hold, to be honest, as well. Can you hear that? I'm sorry if you can hear my fan, I really am, but it is, it's hot. Not done a bad job. It's actually blending out really flawlessly. What? I gotta say, the sensation is very strange, and I think that's what maybe a lot of people are not being sold on, is like, compared to a beauty blender, it does feel a little weird. I mean, it's not like rock hard, like I've had cheap sponges that feel way worse than this. It's just like trying to get in and like blending under the eye, like it's really uncomfortable because it's just so, like there's no bounce back with it. It's just kind of like, yeah. Okay guys, one layer. I am very impressed. Honestly didn't think it would do that well. And I mean, like I said, the sensation wasn't like really horrible that I couldn't get used to it. It just feels so weird using this, like, at least it's not, I don't know. I can get used to it, I think. Okay, what I'm going to do is, this is one layer of sheer glow. As the name suggests, sheer glow is fairly sheer. I do find that one pump lets me achieve this finish as well. I do have to say, I think it is way more glowier than when I apply it with a brush, for sure. But I have applied it with a beauty blender before, and I do feel like a beauty blender gives it more of a wet look because of obviously of the water in it. But this is just like a really nice glow. It doesn't look wet, but it doesn't look obviously matte. I really like the finish. This is my favourite finish. So I'm going to go in with one more layer. So I'm just going to use another half pump, and I'm going to put it on the product this time because I didn't last time. Okay, that's half a pump, which I do sometimes anyway, so let's just put it on the cheeks first. Might need a little bit more on my chin. I think I'll try concealer with it as well though, but here we go. I'm just going to go straight in with tapping this time because I don't really need to spread, I just want it to all blend in together. I'll tell you what, the nose is kind of like the hardest bit to blend. I don't feel like it does very well getting into nooks and crannies. Like, I understand they've got the point, but that kind of like, you can't use the point on its edge because of this like film wrap around it. So that's my only complaint, I would say, is like, it's good probably just to get into like this bit where I can use the corner to like do that, but it's not like amazing for nooks and crannies like around the nose. I'm kind of just like pressing it over and not actually getting into the crease of my nose. And if I do that, it kind of like makes lines. This is building up really nice. And I know obviously Sheer Glow is a really good foundation, so it does, you know, do its bit. And sure, maybe if I used a crappy foundation it would look crappier, which I'm pretty sure it would because that makes sense. Can you see this shine? I love that. Okay, I think this foundation is getting a bit light for me compared to my arms and chest. It's okay guys, I got my terracotta by Girl Out and that'll sort me out. I have to say, it does get a little bit slippy slidey in your hand, like trying to hold it, because obviously it's just getting more coated in product and then it is getting a little bit messy. You do lose a little bit of grip. Okay, I think that's it. It's looking fabulous. Come up close so you can see as well. Have a look at that. Look at the shine, the even shine on my skin. I really like that. I know some people obviously like matte, but I do think that this has contributed. It is obviously already a glowy foundation, but I do think that this has really contributed to help. But as you can see, trying to get into this nook and cranny is really hard. But apart from that, I really like it. It's lovely. So I'm going to go in with concealer. Again, this is the NARS Sheer Glow. Sheer Glow? No, it's not. Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. I wanted to use the new Soft Matte Cream by NYX. NYX? Wow. NARS. But because it's a sponge, you kind of would have to take it out, apply it, and then blend it. So actually, I'm going to try that as well. I don't know if you guys knew this about me, but basically with any complexion products, I like using all the same brand. I just find that it's, since going through my makeup sort of thing, it just works. Like I love my HD, Makeup Forever HD with my Makeup Forever HD concealer. Like it just, you can use whatever, you know, blushes or whatever you want, but this just works out so much nicer. Like using the same brands, it just really complements each other. Oh, it's too hot to be wearing makeup, honestly. If I wasn't going to work, I wouldn't be wearing it. Okay. I feel like it's still doing really well, but it does feel much weirder with like thicker product. Because Sheer Glow was such a sheer light foundation, I kind of feel like that gave it an advantage. I think if you were sort of using, imagine like Estee Lauder Double Wear with this sponge, it might be a little bit harder to work with. But saying that, it is really blending it really, really well. Like, that's the one thing I was convinced with this sponge, is I thought it definitely will leave stroke marks and like tapping marks, and just like the edges of the sponge would leave like a dent in the skin, but it really, really hasn't. Holy macaroni. Looks good. Okay, now let's cover up some of these blemishes. Please, hallelujah. Like pasties and fish and chips and stuff, and I think my whole healthy routine just got completely out of whack, and then all of a sudden it was like, whoa, loads and loads of spots. Okay guys, so that is it, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup and then come back to you guys with my final impressions. So this is what the sponge looks like after you've used it. So as you can see that film around the edge that's sort of got like a little fin to it. So it is, and it's really slippery to try and hold this. That's my only thing that I'll mention. Okay, so I'm back. If only it was that quick in real life. Okay, so my final impressions on this Brushworks Silisponge version, Miracle Silicone Sponge, might I say, sorry, don't want to get into any copyright problems here, is I think it's really good. From an absolute amateur's perspective, I've seen a couple of reviews on the original Silisponge, and they've been very mixed. One was like, no way, I'd never use this again. The other one was like, I'm actually surprised. And I had the same result. I find this really a very strange concept, as we all do, but I think it works. I'm loving the finish of my foundation. It looks so good. I know I like this foundation already, but this just looks even more glowy. It does look like silicone. Like the silicone is just so smooth. I love the fact that this one comes with a little pouch to keep it, you know, hygienic in after I've cleaned it. And I think, like, let me just quickly do it with you guys, but I'm pretty sure, like, I'm just going to take some of these water wipes here. They're literally just, like, they're baby wipes that are made with purified water. So if I just take one of those, I'm pretty sure that I can just go ahead. It says, you know, wash it under soapy water, but if you're in, like, a rush, I'm sure you can just do that. Oh, this is a good point actually. I'm glad I've done this. The only thing I'll say is, you know, where the little edges are of this special coating, the foundation is getting a bit caught in there. Basically, it's sort of separated. Like, I could peel that off if I wanted to, and obviously I won't, but the only thing I'll say is I mean, I've only used this once and that's already happening. Like, it's full on, like I could peel it off. And obviously that's not hygienic because my foundation is now seeped underneath. Not a big deal, but anyway, there it is, nice and clean again, and then I can just put it back in the pouch like that. Oh, I love the little pouch. That's so good for traveling. I haven't seen that before, so just like that, and I can put it in with my beauty sponges. But they retail for $7.99 each, and I do think that that is a really good price point considering you can try it. I'll leave the link to where you can get them down below. I can't wait to try this shape next because this is the original shape, and yeah, I would say HD. They say HD on the packaging, and I think it's great. They're really, really cool. Even if you get it just to give it a go so you can sort of understand how it is, I would totally say it's worth the $7.99. But I think I'm going to try and get back into this, and I think I will definitely use it again. So that's it for me, guys, in this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really, really appreciate it. Also, if you do like review videos, give this one a thumbs up. Also, leave down below any recommendations you can think of for videos. I'm so sorry the vlogs are gone at the moment. It's because my camera's in for repair because it's broken, but don't you matter. When it comes back, there's going to be 10 times as many more. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to check out these ones if you're interested, and I'll see you all in my next video. Ciao!